tell if someone was thinking about, getting into music or, wanting to kind of get into what you're doing, like what would be some advice that you would have, and how, when you're balancing the rest of your life, like is music always in the back of your mind, and how do you kind of blend that in with your everyday life? Tell us about that.
Well, it's tough because music was a thing that helped me survive, and then it turned into a passion. You know what I mean? I think that there are a lot of people who want to get into music or just artsy shit in general because culturally it has a really great appeal. People who are really good at it make a lot of money. Mm-hmm. And it's like the cool thing, It's like, oh, I'm at a party, I'm a photographer, I have great pictures, you know what I mean? Or, oh, I'm at a party, I make music, I can rap. And then somebody's like, okay, rap. And I'm like, all right, cool, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I mean, you have to have a passion for it. Like, dude, fuck the fame, the money, all that shit. The reason why I enjoy doing music is because, one, it keeps me sane. Two, it excites me making new music. You know what I mean? And with everybody that's doing it, like I wake up every morning and I have my affirmations, so I believe genuinely in my heart that I am the greatest of all time, and I feel like that will translate in my life at some point. I don't know when it will come to fruition, but the more I prepare for it, the more I'm going to be ready for that moment where people are actually having those conversations. But I did so much work. So it's like, if you're willing, like I was thinking about this morning, I wish I knew how much money I invested into this. Like if I had a number, I guarantee you it would be in tens of thousands of dollars. You know what I mean? Like all the time. I'm dedicating $100 here, $30 there, studio time, music video. You know what I mean? Clothes for the, you know what I'm saying? So it's
and your time.
Yeah.
So if you spend 3 hours working on lyrics, you could have made $20 an hour or whatever. I mean, so if you ever decide to do that, just don't forget your time is worth
100%.
something too. You being here for 2 hours.
Right.
I mean, definitely.
And so I serve part-time. That's what I do. I'm a server. And so it's like, and I come from a genre too where I literally talk shit in music. You know what I mean? One of my hooks is, I can say the N-word, right? Is that fine?
You can. Okay. I don't know that I can.
Well,
can.
No, I just didn't know. So one of my hooks, and so the song Ian, it goes, why you mad, nigga? Cause your bitch is hella bad, nigga. And now your son call me dad, nigga. You should really get a bag, nigga, right? So I'm talking shit. I literally just said, why are you mad? Your son is calling me dad. You know what I mean? Like, I get to talk shit, and then I have people who are tipping me less than 20%. Or being, foul to me. And I can't just be like, dude, fuck you. You know what I mean? I would love to. So you have to not only like, okay, yeah, you're sacrificing time where you could be making money, but you have to bite your tongue.
Yeah.
In an art where you use your tongue all the time. That's how you're going to be making money. So it's very fucking hard.
Do you think it would be difficult? Back to what we were talking about with the Chris Brown thing and people getting fame. Do you think if you were making, well, I was going to say millions, but if you were making enough that you could quit your job and just be a full-time musician, do you think you would lose some of that edge because you wouldn't have to be biting your tongue and so forth, or do you think you'd be able to remember it?
No, I think it's going to be dangerous when I'm getting paid for my music, because right now I'm confined to having to do the mundane, boring shit that I hate, that drives me fucking insane, all the time. You know what I mean? So I think that dampens a lot of my creativity. The anger maybe comes out there, but I don't like to write in frustration. I like to have a clear head, and then I will rechannel up those things later to put it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But typically if I'm very sad or I'm very angry, it fucks with my whole writing process. So I have to be able to be clear about, okay, I remember what was something that you said in your head at that time? How did that make you feel? And then I'm able to convey it perfectly, because now that I'm clear-headed, I can recall these words, or I can describe the situation in this way. I can reassess and remember certain details about shit. So,
Your song F.Y.N.
F.Y.N. Yeah,
was my favorite.
Yeah,
and like I have to say that the later we got, I thought, shit, I'm not going to be able to tell him on camera what I thought his favorite song was. What my favorite song is. I'll link that one down there too. But to me, and like there was nothing I listened to of yours that I didn't like. And I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. Like, but that was my favorite. Mm-hmm. And it was very simply shot. The video was very simply shot. But I felt like you were talking about with 23, the real Jordan Burgett. And I don't know. I've only known you for 2 hours. That song, I felt like you were sitting in my living room, and I was looking inside your brain.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and of course, until the last lyric, I didn't know what it stood for, and I kept thinking, well, he's going to tell me at some point in this song. That to me was very passionate, very raw, very real. That one spoke to me a lot, and it feels like it's apropos for this part of the conversation because that's what you're talking about. I mean, that's the whole punchline.